quickly. Now, let's get ready to breathe. Let's get ready to breathe in this good ass prana and know what it means to be free. And while we are doing that, raising the frequencies. And what else? Raising the vibrations. Take that good ass energy I'm sending to you right now. So let's get ready to breathe. Let's get ready to breathe in deep from the base of your spines and light up those chakras like the rainbow in the skies. One love, beautiful soul. Let's go. That's how free you are. Alive and well. One more time. Now, today, I want to talk to you guys about paying attention to your environment. And this topic run across today because I had an experience while going out for a nature bath today. And I was accompanied by a very lovely friend of mine, and she wanted to have the experience because she will always ask me, well, why you always out there? Why, and I explained to her a couple of times the kind of peace and serenity and mindfulness and detachment from my mind. I experience a wholeness of infinite peace and love within myself. So today was the day that she invited herself, and I was okay, no problem. You can come along with me, you know. And on the way, she was talking about how her experience is different from the norm because she normally is indoors, just creating stuff unnecessarily. So, got her out of the house, we went for the walk, and we had to climb up a hill. And while we were there, I had her sit with me and, in stillness, she can experience what I experience when I am out there in nature. And she was led to pray, while I just, I didn't say anything, but I put my hand on her shoulder for her support in prayer. And her emotions ran high, asking her to ground herself and all these different things by taking off her shoes and whatever. And for a while, everything was beautiful until she said to me, there's a gentleman behind me. He was walking towards the waterfall. And the moment I turned around and I made eye contact with him, I knew automatically that we needed to move from the space that we were in and go to the space that we originally intended. And I answered pleasantly, good day, and he asked, well, who was praying, and my friend was like, not my friend, person, I don't call people friends until I get to know them deeply. And she said to him, she was praying, and he started to ask a lot of questions, and I turned to him and said, but I don't know you, and you're asking a lot of questions that does not concern you. So you watch me, and he said, like, I said, furthermore, you didn't ask me, any of us, what is our name, or I don't even know your name. And he said his name was Patrick, and I give him my name. And I thought, and nice to meet you, Patrick. And we left the waterfall and we went to the spring. But Patrick wouldn't seem to give up, not wanting to know a lot of things about us. And it was then and there my intuition, my body senses kicked in. And I became very aware of him. And I kept on telling her, look, this guy is up to no good. But we kept going where we wanted to be, and he followed us, continuously having conversation with us. And I kept my cool, my calm. We got into the spring and he sat down at the bottom of the spring, and I was like, why is he doing that? Questioning myself outwardly. We bathed and we did what we had to do, because I'm not going to let anybody take away what I came to experience for myself. When we wrapped up the bath, I turned to her and I said, you know what, if he follows us down the road, I'm going to ask him nicely not to follow us. And that word, nicely. Ask him not to follow us. And we continue going on our way. Lo and behold, Mr. Man decided to follow us. I turned to him and I said, can you please not follow us? I don't know you. You're a stranger to me, and I don't know what is your purpose here and now. And he just started to ramble about all different kind of things that didn't make any sense to me and her. And we watched each other like, okay, somebody here is psychopathic. And I kept my cool, and we continued to walk. And when I did tell him not to follow us, he did slow down for a while, and he kept a distance from us. And he was still following us. And because he knew my name then, because I did tell him my name and he told me his name, I turned at him and I shouted at him and I said, please do not follow me. I don't know who you are. And what was intriguing to me is that it didn't even faze him. It didn't even shake him, It was like, okay, what next can you do? Shouting don't make any sense. And it was right there. My intuition started to work for me. We came off the hill and he kept on following us, and I kept telling the person that I was with, look, we just had to stay calm. Don't answer him and don't say anything to him, and let's keep moving. Came down at the bottom of the hill and I saw other visitors that arriving to have their baths, and I just approached them like if I knew them. Open a conversation, was smiling, cheerful, wishing them a good bath and whatever the case. And I watched this man walk past us like he didn't know us and went off to the side like, okay, I can't talk to you all amongst people, and there are two men there too, so which means if I trigger an alert, he'll have to deal with the men. So my intuition and my senses and my observation all working together. And when I decided to leave to go to our initial space, I heard within myself, girl, you know the whole village on the way to where you're going to be. You see, communication. You can't live in a village and don't know nobody. You can't live in a village and be selfish. I talk to everybody. If you get disrespectful, I just cut you off. But I live in my village with love. I greet everyone, and I am known in the village that I am living. And I said to my higher self was like, you're going to call Yusuf and let him deal with this matter. So mind you, Yusuf lives on the, as you exit the waterfall out into the road, is the first house that you meet on the right hand side. And I reach out to him and say, Yusuf, this gentleman is following us. I don't know him. We already spoke to him about following us, and he's not complying. Then I realized that man was looking for a different reaction from us two ladies. And it had to take a masculine just like himself to deal with him. You know, I was represented with masculine energy by two males, one in a garden and one in the house, because the one in the house came out first and the one in the garden followed through. And we explained to him what was going on, and they said, us, you all go your way and we're not going to let him pass until you all settle all yourself. So, lessons to learn from this. Pay attention to your intuition. Don't feel better than anybody, and you don't need to talk to people in your community. It's good to know a lot of people in your community. And 3, always pay attention to your environment, because it's always speaking to you. Always. You know, in your efforts to move around, move with your magic always. Because you don't know what's coming around the corner. So you always have to be aware of your space. You don't know. After we settled down, and about 3 hours or 4 hours passed, and we were heading out to another space, we saw him walking out on the main road heading out. So it just goes to show, he couldn't leave where he was with us for 4 hours. And that is because the men stood their ground for us. You know, I have to thank these 2 gentlemen personally, because, yeah, they represented us as how males should be. So pay attention to your environment and live your life openly in your community. You never know who will be the one to defend your space as a woman. I am Infinite Life, here to share the truth unapologetically. Live in love, live in peace, live in unity. Because it's in those spaces the feminine energy and the masculine as well connect on who they are to be. If you like this message, please smash the like button and share this with someone who needs to see this. Subscribe to my channel as I share my daily experiences and ways and solutions to deal with it. I am Infinite Life on this live. Do have a beautiful evening now. I love all of you.